have never been to a DFL Precinct Caucus before, or even if you have, we'd like to remove some of the mystery about what happens there and explain how you can become involved and make a difference just by attending your caucus. Your precinct is a voting district, actually, a neighborhood, and a caucus is a gathering of neighbors for the purpose of discussing issues and organizing the local DFL party unit. All political parties in Minnesota hold caucuses in precincts across the state, at the same time, on the same night, and for the same purpose. The political landscape has three main components: campaigns, the party, and issues. And no matter where your interest in politics lies, there is something for you at Precinct Caucuses. When you arrive at the caucus location, your first task is to sign in. You'll provide your name, address, and signature, affirming that you consider yourself a member of the DFL party and that you are not an active member of any other political party. People as young as 16 may participate. Although to vote or become a delegate, you must be at least 18 years old and eligible to vote in the next general election. To get the most out of the caucus experience, introduce yourself to others in the room. Before the night is over, you will get to know a lot of your neighbors better and new friendships may result. At 7 p.m. sharp, a convener calls the caucus to order. You'll see that on the agenda, the first order of business is electing a caucus chair to conduct the remaining business that night. A caucus secretary may also be appointed to take notes and handle record keeping. Next, at least 2 tellers, who count the votes during the caucus, are appointed or elected. You can be a big help by offering to serve in one of these roles. You might discover it makes the whole process more interesting. Depending on the year, a preference ballot may be part of the caucus agenda. It offers an opportunity to vote for one of the candidates seeking to run as the party's nominee for president, governor, or U.S. senator. You will receive your preference ballot when you sign in, and balloting ends at 8 p.m., unless there are people still waiting to sign in at that time. The ballots are then counted and results are announced during the caucus. Next up is an election of precinct officers, including chair and up to 2 vice chairs. The DFL has a rule that at least one of the vice chairs must not be the same gender as the chair. Duties include identifying and organizing DFL supporters in the precinct and attending meetings of the local party unit central committee, among other things. Precinct officers are elected for a 2-year term. Nominations can begin anytime after the caucus chair is elected, and it's always okay to nominate yourself for any office. Did you know that every 2 years, local representatives are elected to the Minnesota House, and every 4 years to the Minnesota Senate? During the caucus proceedings, candidates may stop in to visit and make a short speech, seeking your support. This is your chance to learn more about them, up close and personal. The next order of caucus business is to elect delegates and alternates to represent the precinct at the local organizing unit convention. If you'd like to have influence on politics in your district, serving as a convention delegate allows you to endorse candidates, elect district leaders, and perhaps become a state delegate. An alternate also plays an important part, taking the place of a delegate who cannot be present at the convention. Because a convention is a complex event that requires a lot of preparation, several different committees of volunteers are necessary to handle all the details. Your district may decide to elect pre-convention committee members at the precinct caucuses. Serving on one of these committees is another excellent way to get involved, especially if you can only commit time to a short-term role. So far, we've mainly focused on the organizing side of DFL politics. What about the issues? That's where resolutions come in. If you have an issue you care deeply about, make your voice heard by introducing a resolution at your caucus. Using the Minnesota DFL resolution form, write your resolution in clear and concise language. You'll be given an opportunity to read it to the group. Then they'll discuss it and consider whether your resolution should be approved and passed on to the district convention for further consideration. Remember, every plank of the DFL platform and action agenda began as a resolution at a precinct caucus. Once all the resolutions have been considered, caucus business is essentially concluded for the night. You can go home satisfied that by attending your caucus, you helped strengthen the Minnesota DFL party and its values at the grassroots. Thanks for watching this introduction. More details can be found in the Official Call, a document published by the DFL party every 2 years. It covers the rules and all procedures for caucuses and conventions. You can find the Official Call online at dfl.org. We look forward to welcoming you to the DFL caucuses.